Hey folks, it's July 31st, last day of the month, and guess what I'm looking at? The bond market. And why am I looking at the bond market? Because today at 2 p.m. the FOMC announcing a 0.25% rate drop. I keep saying rate hike because it's so unnatural to hear rate drop. We haven't had one in over 10 years. If the Fed drops a quarter of a basis point, the stock market is likely to go up 16.5% over the next 12 months. If they don't, and the bond market will make new highs. It's mostly priced in, so even if it does make new highs, we're only talking about a few ticks. Not a big deal here. We're already near there, and it is pricing it in. But if the Fed backpedals today, if they say, no, we're going to not lower rates, we can expect the bond market to drop, and we can expect the stock market to see some downside. Because you know what? Nothing has worked out with China and U.S. with tariffs. They met this week, no news, no announcement, nothing. I'm not seeing anything working out there. So this rate drop is very pertinent. On another note, so that happens at 2 p.m. Eastern. On another note, Apple had earnings. Apple pre-open is looking at higher by about 4%, which would put Apple right around all-time highs. That's going to cause tech to rally today. The key is going to be for me is whether or not Apple remains at those price levels. If it doesn't remain at those price levels, if it starts backing away, that's an intermediate high, and that'll put the market down because it's going to open near the high. So my question is Apple going to rally above 218, 217? Basically, look to see whether it takes out the high of the first hour of the day, okay? So 217, 218, if that's the peak and we're going down, it's not a great sign for Apple. And ultimately, you'll see the same thing we saw here. And I believe that was around earnings season. Yes, it was. So I'm seeing this, and I'm hoping that doesn't happen here, which, as you could see what happened, the market pulled back, and that caused the stock market to pull back. So I'm very cautious with Apple because it has huge market cap. Pay attention to the highest price level during the first hour today and the lowest price level. And if we break the lowest price level, there's a good chance it'll take the entire market down with us. And if that happens and the Fed does not lower rates, it's not going to be pretty. But I do think the Fed is going to lower rates, as unnatural as it sounds. First time in over a decade. While they're at near historic lows and the stock market's at new highs, don't ask. I don't get it. But it is what it is. So the two main factors are Apple and FOMC. Keep your eye out on the first hour range and pay attention to whether the Fed lowers rate or not. If they don't, we're going to be heading down. If they do, market's already pricing it in, but we'll see a little more upside. And again, that with Apple is going to create a lot of volatility today. I'll talk to you guys soon. And August is going to be a great month. Talk later.